Hello everyone, welcome to the final regular season match of the Finazon Smash League Season 1. And it's an important one at that. We have the Yoshi Destroyers going to take on the Random Warriors headed by RNGesus. This is an important match for both these teams, as whoever wins this match will make it into the FSL Playoff and will face the Terms of Power for the Zamir Conference Championship. Now, affinity-wise, it's about the same that you've seen for both the teams. And previous encounter, I usually don't bring this into the conversation in the conference matchups, but I think it's going to be important here today for this final match. They played each other in Week 2 at Super Happy Tree, and the Random Warriors were able to take that match. So right now, I would say the Random Warriors, even though they have a lesser record, are favored to win this match. However, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So without further ado, let's just go straight into this match. You will see the Random Warriors in blue with Roy, Puff, and Shulk. The Yoshi Destroyers in yellow with PT, Cloud, and Sephiroth, played on the Cloud Sea of Allrest, the home of the Random Warriors. These two teams have the two most SD happy matches. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. The SD is going in favor of the Random Warriors and the previous encounter, but it looks like it's starting to go in the favor of the Yoshi Destroyers, who are currently sitting one stock up. Shulk at 81%, Puff doing really well for the Random Warriors, only at 34%. Roy already adding up that damage quickly, 75% on the second life. Shulk and Puff both launch, but no kills for the Destroyers. 128%, 130 for Squirtle. Roy already taking his second death. Squirtle now losing his first, the first for the Destroyers. The spike on Sephiroth, barely on stage, gonna make sure he stays alive as Shulk loses his next stock as well. Sephiroth now 150%, still alive. Shulk missing the edge guard, gonna get launched off the top of the screen. However, Roy with the counter gonna be launching Cloud off stage as well. Shulk recovering. Roy already losing his third stock in the steal one of his teammates. Gonna be now on his fourth stock. Puff still on her first, but only having two total due to that stealing of a stock. Currently 1-2-2 v 2-2 stock wise in favor of the Destroyers, though Ivysaur now losing his second. PT now left with one stock, evening up the stock count. However, the damage significantly in favor of the Yoshi Destroyers. Charizard missing the Flare Blitz, not going to hit anyone. No damage adding up. Now currently getting comboed by Shulk. Puff missing a rest. Doesn't get punished for it. And we have a footstool on Sephiroth, who just gets staved by Roy trying to recover himself. Though while that happens, Cloud loses his next stock as well. Now left with one. Shulk losing his second, now left with one. Roy 126 on his fourth stock. Ivysaur having a lot of damage. Roy losing his fourth stock, now into his fifth stock. Puff still on her first stock, though it's the only one that she's going to be able to use. Roy stealing her other two. And Roy now losing his fifth stock, choking this game like no other for the Random Warriors. Puff now losing her first and only stock. Charizard losing their, or PT losing their third stock in a steal one from Sephiroth. It is just Shulk left. Got that Xenoblade buff on the Xenoblade stage. Gonna take out Sephiroth. Now it's a 2v1. Very doable for Shulk and the Random Warriors. Getting launched off stage. I don't know if he's going to be able to recover the speed Monado, allowing him to make it back to stage. It's not over. Not even close. Needing to do the, making sure not to stay alive. Needs to rack up that damage. However, at 100%, that does have a bit of rage, but it's not going to do much. 142, that rage now mostly in full effect at 150. Ivysaur PT 40%, and the up B of Cloud going to put the Random Warriors out of the postseason running, prevent a comeback from happening. The Yoshi Destroyers, after a rough start to the season, did win their first game against the Demons, then going on a 3 losing streak, has now come back to be 5-5 on the season, winning their spot into the postseason after looking like they would have been out of it, almost losing their chance to be in the postseason in week 5 or 6, if I remember correctly, or week 7, excuse me, almost losing their spot in weeks 5 and 7 against the Terms of Power and the Void Bongos. However, winning both of those games to have the chance to stay alive, and now it will pay off for them as they have officially made it into the postseason, where they will face the Terms of Power tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, I'm Finn, and this was the regular season of the FSL. I hope you enjoyed. Until the postseason, goodbye.